Hey there and welcome to Scandal Steep. Drake decided to address his issues with NBA YoungBoy in a more direct and traditional manner. The word on the street is that Drake and his longtime associate, Jay Ruler, allegedly hired some tough guys to handle YoungBoy, which led to YoungBoy experiencing a severe mental breakdown. This conflict began a few months ago when YoungBoy started feuding with Drake. Rather than ignoring the situation, Drake took action and enlisted Jay Ruler's help to tackle YoungBoy. Ruler was eager to teach YoungBoy a lesson, but the situation only escalated when YoungBoy dismissed Ruler's threats, intensifying Ruler's anger. The real question is whether Drake and Ruler actually put out a hit on YoungBoy and who really started this beef in the first place. To recap, Drake and NBA YoungBoy's feud began some time ago, with both artists taking jabs at each other through their music. What started as an online diss track rivalry quickly turned dark, with YoungBoy feeling increasingly threatened and cornered. This all began when YoungBoy criticized Drake, suggesting that Drake would never be loyal to him, despite Drake's outward displays of friendship. When YoungBoy first gained popularity, Drake was very supportive, frequently praising his music and expressing interest in collaborating. For those who know Drake well, this behavior was typical. He often supports emerging talent, hoping to benefit from their rise to fame. Drake initially promised YoungBoy a collaboration, but he soon dropped him for Lil Durk on his track Laugh Now, Cry Later. This betrayal upset YoungBoy, who felt deceived by Drake's promises. To make matters worse, Lil Durk and YoungBoy had their own issues, stemming from YoungBoy's conflicts with one of Durk's associates, King Von. The feud intensified with more diss tracks, leading Lil Durk to side against YoungBoy and further escalate the situation. YoungBoy responded with a confrontational diss track titled F the Industry Part 2, where he criticized various figures in the rap industry, including Drake. In the track, YoungBoy rapped about sending his associates after Drake, accusing him of disloyalty and hypocrisy. A few days after the release, Jay Ruler intervened, advising YoungBoy to reconsider making Drake his enemy. Ruler posted an Instagram photo with YoungBoy and Birdman, expressing that they had a respectful conversation and suggesting that YoungBoy should drop his animosity toward Drake. Ruler's message was clear: he wanted YoungBoy to resolve the conflict and not escalate it further. He emphasized that decisions shape one's future and implied that making peace with Drake could be beneficial. Despite Ruler's efforts, tensions continued to rise. Drake soon released a track called 8 out of 10, which many interpreted as a dig at YoungBoy. In the song, Drake made references to financial irresponsibility and hinted at YoungBoy's predicament. YoungBoy swiftly retaliated on Instagram, mocking Drake and expressing his readiness to confront him further. By July 2020, the situation took a darker turn when YoungBoy's home was burglarized. Initially, it seemed like the feud had subsided, but it became clear that the conflict was far from over. Reports suggested that Drake might have enlisted Jay Ruler to deal with YoungBoy, and Ruler allegedly orchestrated a robbery of YoungBoy's Houston residence. The thieves stole valuable items, including multiple luxury vehicles, and demanded a $30,000 ransom for their return. YoungBoy posted a video condemning the robbers and criticizing them for their actions. Ruler, in turn, responded with a video of his own, showcasing some of the stolen items and stating that the criminals needed to return what they took. He also invited YoungBoy to retrieve his belongings, but YoungBoy saw through the ruse, suspecting that Ruler was trying to exploit the situation for his benefit. Ruler's reputation as a powerful figure in Houston's rap scene added to the tension. He is known for his influential role and the protection he offers rappers in exchange for hefty fees. Ruler also hosts high-stakes dice games, which sometimes result in dangerous situations. The tragic death of rapper Duke the Jeweler, who was killed after winning a large sum of money at one of Ruler's games, highlighted the risks involved. Despite Ruler's attempts to mediate, some rappers view him as a significant threat rather than a benefactor. For instance, Maze and Cameron recently criticized Ruler, accusing him of being outdated and irrelevant. Their criticism was fueled by Ruler's attempt to intimidate them, and they argued that he should focus on more pressing matters, such as addressing perceived slights against other artists. Ruler's age and the nature of his operations have led some to question his legitimacy and effectiveness. Critics argue that Ruler's approach is outdated and that he needs to step aside from his role as a self-styled enforcer in the rap industry. The ongoing feud between Drake and YoungBoy, coupled with Ruler's involvement, has intensified the debate about his role and influence in the industry. In summary, the conflict between Drake and NBA YoungBoy has escalated significantly, with accusations of betrayal, robbery, and intimidation. The involvement of Ruler has further complicated the situation, raising questions about his role and the potential dangers associated with his operations. As the feud continues, both artists and their associates must navigate a complex web of personal and professional rivalries with no clear resolution in sight. The feud between Drake and NBA YoungBoy has not only created a rift between the two artists but has also involved several influential figures and raised concerns about safety and ethics in the rap industry. Ruler's role in the situation has been particularly controversial. Known for his dominant presence in Houston's music scene, Ruler's involvement has drawn significant attention and criticism. His reputation as a powerful figure who controls access to various resources and opportunities in the industry makes him a key player in these disputes. The incident with YoungBoy's burglary highlights the darker side of the industry, where rivalries can lead to dangerous outcomes. The theft of YoungBoy's luxury vehicles and the subsequent ransom demand illustrate how personal conflicts can escalate into criminal activities. This situation underscores the risks associated with the high-stakes environment of rap music, where conflicts are not always resolved through music or words but can spill over into real-life violence and theft. Ruler's actions, particularly his attempt to mediate the situation by showcasing the stolen items and offering to return them, were seen by many as a power play rather than a genuine effort to resolve the conflict. YoungBoy's reaction calling out Ruler for making the situation public and questioning his motives reflects a growing frustration with the manipulative tactics often employed in the industry. This dynamic reveals the complexities of handling disputes in a world where alliances and rivalries can shift rapidly and where public perception can be as crucial as personal relationships. The broader implications of this feud and Ruler's involvement extend beyond the immediate conflict between Drake and YoungBoy. It reflects ongoing tensions within the rap industry, where the lines between business and personal vendettas often blur. The criticism of Ruler by other rappers, such as Maze and Cameron, adds another layer to this narrative, suggesting that the industry is increasingly questioning traditional power structures and the legitimacy of those who exert control through intimidation and influence. As the situation continues to develop, the focus will likely remain on how these high-profile figures navigate their rivalries and whether the industry will see changes in how conflicts are handled. The Drake-YoungBoy feud, with its involvement of Ruler and the various incidents surrounding it, serves as a stark reminder of the intense pressures and potential dangers that come with fame and success in the rap world. The resolution of this conflict could have significant implications for how future disputes are managed and the role that influential figures like Ruler play in shaping the industry's landscape.